Alright, hey guys, this is War 7 and 8. We're against JA here for War 7. As you can see, I boosted pretty big, just because we know this war is going to be very close. JA is like a very solid alliance, and in the end, they actually finished with 0 deaths, like 150. So that's very impressive, and hats off to them for that win. Yeah, so here we have Man Thing. The fight is pretty simple. You just don't want, you want to be cautious of when the postulates in your decks expire because it'll give you power, along with Conflictor. That's the reason why I use the Invo boost, just in case for safety. And I do have the SP3 Advanced boost, which is because I'm taking Pat 7 after this. So, yeah, this was during the Thanksgiving War. So I did make a few mistakes, mainly just because, I was out with friends and we're having a good time. And obviously you cannot play, you know how you have like that one place where you play the game at home, but it's different when you're out. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, here he just goes very passive. So if you're in that situation, just hit his block as I did and gain spacing back, push him back to their corner. If you keep swiping back and not hitting their block, then that'll be, a little bit on you because you did have an avenue to make space. So, yeah, he finally throws it here. But, yeah, just be patient, There, I forgot about Conflictor like an idiot, and I tried to hit after, but I did have the rocks to sort of save me there. Yeah, 8 parts of my Invo, but not the whole thing, so at least there's that. Now, since he's at a pretty good amount of power, I use my special 3 since it's not going to push him red or anything. And yeah, that was a pretty good special 3. I do have the science power pack boost, but I don't think they're needed, honestly. Mainly just because you're not going to deal a lot of, big damage on him anyways. I'm trying to get some parries from the special one just to build my rocks up so I can, have that safety net again. Since Thing is immune to nullify, you don't have to worry about his, him nullifying your decks or your postulates, but since they will expire, they're still going to feed him power. So that's just one thing to watch out for. And yeah, that's pretty much the fight. I'm going to let it play out. And then here is being pretty passive, and I was in the corner. So I let him use a special 3 since I knew I had one more hit in the Invo boost. And even if I didn't, I do have the special 3 advanced boost, plus I'm boosted big. This would definitely not kill. So yeah, here I'm just trying to get some more hits. I think I was trying to bait his special for some odd reason. Again, I was not really focused here because of, Thanksgiving stuff with family. And my Pat 7 fights, I don't have the recording because I was low on storage, and like an idiot, I forgot to delete some stuff to make fit space. But it was a Pat 7 Spike Peni, which I'd taken before with Magneto, and then there was a Quicksilver, I think, on the kinetic transfer. I used Nick Fury. And yeah, those are pretty good counters. The Peni fight was shown in the last war in case you need it. And the Quicksilver is just pretty simple with lightning, max deep wounds, and all that fun stuff. Alright, and then this is the war against TCN War38, and we're using Ghost here. So yeah, my strategy going in here was to bait his special before I kill him, and the reason for that is his cross fight, which allows the next fight to start with the bar of power. However, you'll notice that I end up not doing that. That was mainly just because I was getting cornered and I realized how strong the power reserve is, along with, MD and all that. So yeah, I just prioritized safety over potentially risking the fight. Like, I could have launched my special 2 right there and just finished, but I was trying to get more out of him. So yeah, I didn't want to get cornered. I just used the special to finish the fight up. And next fight here we have is Chavez, and that's why he's there. After that fight, I just went back to speak to my officers just to make sure, I told them I messed up. I should have baited the special or whatever. They're like, it's not a big deal. So yeah, I had to have the special 3 advanced boost just in case. And I noticed the timer was short on the advanced power boost. But I didn't care. I just went to, talk to the officers first before I go back in. I don't mind reboosting, so. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. She did gain the bar power, plus, yeah, there's not really a lot to worry about. You just bait her special out before you start the fight. Here I blocked the last hit just to not give her MD power. Special 2 does a lot of damage, wait for her dash in, and the fight's over. So yeah, pretty simple, nothing to worry about if, you have the Wong there. And then here we have Maw, and because I hate fighting Maw, I changed the 20% boost into a 30 just to be sure. Because TCN, they're known for having very low deaths, and I just want to get my best shot. I do have the invul boost on, just in case of Maw doing more things. The science boost here is actually useful because, unlike Man-Thing in the last war, Thing will do damage here. So yeah, just double checking everything's on. Double checking again, and yeah, the fight's beginning. So this one is, I would say, also pretty simple, and it's much easier than I initially expected. I think it's because of the white Magneto pre-fight, not only giving me the ability to ignore Conflictor, but also to get more damage, since the pre-fight benefits him as a hero. So Maw cannot nullify Thing because he's immune to nullify. My main focus was keeping focus down and, countering his special with heavy. It's much easier than parry heavy since he does that weird medium into heavy. Or medium when they're both non-contact. So yeah, I got the spacing very good. Pretty much nailed each one except for I think once in the end. Like an idiot. But yeah. He's down without even using a special. That's how good this fight is. Here I used one just to get him. I thought this would finish, but obviously it doesn't matter that it didn't. His special was not, he didn't have a lot of power anyway, so there's no risk to doing this. Yeah, I think this is the one, or the one after. Yeah, this is the one where I got hit, because I should have done 2 lights or so, but yeah. Yeah, there I see the approaching falter, so I didn't attack. And of course Maw just walks up to you because, the AI is going to parry you as soon as you try to attack, so don't attack. Yeah, here I go to the Magneto fight. I was just rewatching a video from my friend Av. Shout out to him because he's a great Thing player. I asked him for some advice just because I watch his videos and learn a lot from them, and he uses Thing here often, so yeah. never hurts to get advice from someone when it's like your first time doing a certain fight. I use the regen boost here because with when I open, if you're gonna do the light trick where where you throw the light as soon as the parry is about to end, so that's the only part that gets reflected, you lose some health and the regen boost gives it back, but I didn't even get much use out of it. I only got like 2 or 3 lights regened back, but that's all good. Now that I've taken this path and this fight, I'm much more confident in it, and that next time I won't need to boost this high, unless obviously it's a close war. And there I got stupidly parried, but I recovered in time, and even if I hadn't, I think the rocks would have saved me anyways with the unstoppable. The one thing you don't want to do this fight, no matter what happens, is special 2, because the stun means your damage will be reflected with when I open. So yeah, that's pretty much the one thing you want to avoid. Other than that, I think pushing him to special 2 is better than special 1, because things protection will, I think, almost always trigger, and it'll negate like pretty much all the damage from it. Whereas a special 1, it's a little bit like, it's not tricky, but it's a little bit more precise timing towards it. And I think I played this fight pretty well, aside from the one hit I ate, or the parry that I got parried. I nearly used a special 3, but then I noticed he's just very low, so I'll just kill him off with combos. Or maybe I did use a special. Yeah, I did. I was just making sure that he's not stunned and moving back for the special 1 ball. And yeah, this one very smooth. And then this next one is Kingpin. I don't completely understand his placement here, but Ghost makes that pretty easy. I'm just gonna switch to the tech power backs. I don't really think they were needed here because it's Ghost and Hazard Shift. But if it helps, it helps. I didn't use like an advanced power boost or anything here because I'm very confident with this matchup, and you'll see that it goes very well. You're just baiting his special. There's no like spite or when I open or any of those crazy nodes. It's just a very simple Kingpin fight. I could have used a special there, but I didn't want to play risky. I wanted to keep it safe. I wanted to bait it out his special before I throw it, because otherwise he would be splashed to his special 2. And that's pretty much it for him. Lights out. And then that was the end of my war, or so I thought. And then in the morning, got a notification saying that, hey, you're taking this. And I said, sure, I'm done. So this is probably the worst Ghost fight I've ever had. And I didn't die, so spoiler alert, I didn't die. But I did play pretty, I don't know, I played pretty poorly, I guess. I was just very low on sleep this day in the morning, because last night was just very busy. So yeah, this was, I think I should have boosted a little bit more because it's a mini, but there's obviously there's no problem with the boosting I did. She was dancing around, and then I was trying to get an intercept so I could get rid of the brute force timer, and she obviously just parried me because that's what she's gonna do. And then luckily I managed to get out of this fight without dying, which is great. So I'll do it for my war. So it's a very big war, very fun war, a lot of fights. Thanks for watching. Take care, and hope you have a good one.